Hey, it's Rob Jackson with Fandroid.com. I'm here with the LG Optimus 2X. I'm going to show you guys some of the camera features and camcorder features and talk a little bit about the quality. Of course, we can look at the multimedia stuff we've recorded and taken pictures of on our phone. We can also go, into the gallery and check out some of the pictures we've taken. But really, what matters is how they end up on our desktop. So don't want to look too much at that here. Really what it comes down to is when I take pictures, when I take video, is the quality good? For the LG Optimus 2X, I'd say yes, not great, but definitely good. It does have an 8 megapixel camera and camcorder, and you can see the flash. The flash worked really well, actually. I was impressed with the flash. That's a picture taken with the flash, and that's a picture taken with the lights on. So really this is pretty much pitch black in the room besides the flash. So it worked really well, and was impressed with how the flash did. The pictures themselves are pretty darn good. They're not perfect. They're not the best camera phone that we've seen, but for a mobile phone, they definitely do the trick. So they won't replace a standalone digital camera if you've got one, but I really liked it. I thought it worked really well. The camcorder was a little bit shakier. If you're moving, the image stabilization isn't that great, so you do get a lot of kind of blurriness. If you're taking video where you're not moving around the camera a ton, it does take really clear video. So it really depends on the use setting, but for the most part, the video it takes was really good, and you'll see that in the samples that we have. The camera taking features are often just a matter of personal preference. I'll give you one quick example. Is there is no dedicated camera key on this. It's hardware. It's a software key. Personally, I prefer just having the software key, and some people are diehard and really need the hardware key. So just from a user standpoint, a lot of the issues I have with the camera are personal preferences, and you may disagree with, but one thing I think is there should be a zoom directly on the camera before you press any buttons. You have to go into here to select the zoom, and for me, I would like to have the zoom already up on the screen. You can use this to slide, but it's a little bit finicky and hard to adjust sometimes, so I would personally like a zoom directly on there, so I don't have to go into the settings and go into zoom and then go and zoom all the way forward, especially if I'm trying to take a picture of like an animal or something and it's only going to be there for a second and I've got to go into zoom, get it, and then the bird flew away or something like that. So the zoom I wish was done a little bit differently. One thing is, this activates the front-facing camera, so I can press that and you can see my pretty face. Hello. Actually, we can also activate this by using the mirror right here. So that's the front-facing camera, the zoom. Right here we've also got white balance, which you can adjust up and down to make your pictures brighter or darker depending on the scenario. Here we can change the autofocus, turn it on, off, auto, or do red eye reduction. And we'll just choose auto. And this is a screen I really like. We've got the settings, so you can choose what category of settings you want to adjust on the left. And then on the right, you can actually choose the settings. So I can go ahead and, flip through all these different things, do a continuous shot. They do have some pretty cool ones on here. Art shot is neat, where it makes it like a vignette of the outside of the corners and rounds off and softens all the edges. So the settings are great that you can make them, but this is one of the more effective menu systems I've found, where you can really easily and quickly go through and change all these different settings here. So great job for LG on the advanced settings for the camera. And if I press this in the upper right hand corner, I can quickly reset my settings to default. Up here I can slide between the camera and the camcorder. I don't really see need to have it slide. I think a button would be fine. If you press it, it won't do anything. But you can slide between them, and on video as well, you can do the front-facing video, you can zoom the video, you can do all the settings you could on the camera. Another feature I like is when you take the picture, it shows you it as a menu, and you can do share, set, or rename, and it won't go to the next picture until you press new, which, I don't know, I just kind of like that feature. So that's the Optimus 2X camera and camcorder. I'd say the results, which is the most important feature, they're better than average. They take really good pictures and video. The advanced menu settings on the Optimus 2X software side of things are great. I absolutely love them. And I would personally choose some differences in the simple settings, for example, the zoom, the button up here. But for the most part, the camera settings themselves are really good and the results are good. So the Optimus 2X camera is definitely a winner.